David here from History Hustle, and I'm standing in front of the Qin Fort near the city of Shenzhen in China. In this video, I'll talk about the Opium Wars. For centuries, China was self-sufficient and was ruled by the Qing Dynasty from 1644. This Qing Dynasty permitted trade with the West to a limited degree. This frustrated European powers, especially the British. They put a lot of effort and money in trade with China and did not get much in return for that. The Opium Wars, however, changed that. From 1800, the British imported large amounts of opium into China. Finally, they were beginning to see some profits. However, this was against the will of the Qing Dynasty. They saw their population pauperizing because of the drugs. And also, all the Chinese silver that was used to pay the drugs basically left the country. Anti-opium laws from China didn't change a thing. And then in 1839, the Chinese government sent the official Lin Sichu, you can see him right here, to Yumen to restore order. He confiscated all British opium stocks and let this publicly burned. This caused an immense outrage. The British were furious. They demanded compensations, and when they did gotten any, they sent warships. The Chinese army was no match for the powerful British cannons that destroyed Chinese coastal cities and blocked Chinese waters. The Qing Emperor had no other choice than to surrender to the British, and what followed was the Treaty of Nanking, an unequal treaty which left the Chinese frustrated, but also the British were frustrated. There were more demands they wanted to make, and so they did in the upcoming years. The Chinese refused, and what followed was a second Opium War. The British, together with the French, waged war against the Chinese for 2 years. Then hostilities were ceased to be resumed by the Chinese. The British sacked and burned down the summer palace of the Qing Emperor and threatened to attack the Forbidden City. The Chinese Emperor once again had no other choice than to surrender to the British, and the following was agreed. More coastal cities were opened for trade with the West. Opium trade was to be legalized, and there would be permanent diplomatic establishments for the British, the French, but also the Americans and the Russians in Beijing. We could call these embassies. And so China was forced to open itself for trade with the West. The Qing Dynasty was severely weakened by this war. However, it did not collapse. More uprisings took place in the following years to make that happen. Talk about that in future videos. If you like this one, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and until next time.